Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on that like button if you like my video. Also click on that notification bell. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am so glad that you are here. Welcome to my course, Find the Right IT Job. This course is designed for people who wants to start their career in IT and they really don't know where to start. Yeah, because IT itself is a huge industry. There are so many different fields in IT. Do you want to be a Linux system administrator or do you want to be a Windows system administrator? Do you want to get into database? Do you want to get into networking, storage, application, SAP, ERP? There are endless number of jobs that are out there and number of fields that are out there. But the problem is, where do you start? And that is why this course is the best course for you to find out where to start. I'm going to help you every step of the way. So let's go and enroll.
Okay, let's take a look. What exactly are we going to learn in this course? What is information technology? Yes, everybody wants to know what is it. A lot of us know, but some of them don't really know exactly the real meaning of information technology. We'll cover that because this is something you really should know if you want to get into IT. Next one is the facts about IT. In this lecture, we will cover what are the different facts, benefits of IT, like how many jobs are out there. We will talk about statistics. Then the next lecture, we will talk about the IT components. Now, IT components, there are so many of them, but the major ones, the basic ones that you should really know before you want to start a job in IT, here we will cover that, and this one is very important for you. Hardware. This is gonna start coming in from the components, so we will talk about what is a hardware and the different jobs of hardware. I really want you to know, if you want to start your career in hardware, a computer hardware I'm talking about, then what is that? And what are the different type of jobs out there, and how you're gonna get those jobs, and whether those jobs are right fit for you or not. So every components and everything from hardware on that I'm gonna cover everything about exactly what that technology is, what happens in that technology, how that technology works, and if it is a good fit for you or not, and what are the different titles of the job, and everything that you need to know. So what is the next one is the operating system. Again, of course, hardware, you will have the operating system on top of it. You need to know what are the different type of operating systems out there. So if you want to pick one and you want to have your job in it, let's say Linux, then you need to know about Linux. But again, you really need to know what are the different flavors, what are your options. Then applications and softwares, and of course, guys, and everybody knows there are millions of applications and software. But how I'm going to cover all that? Well, I am not going to cover all that, of course, but I will cover something that has a value that will get you a good high-paying jobs. So you ready? Let's keep moving on. Next one is networking. Networking is something for those folks who wants to get their hands on to the network side of it, meaning putting the computers together in a network environment, running cables for the network, troubleshooting what's going on. And of course, we'll cover that later. Then we have security. When you have all those components, you want to know security. And believe it or not, security is one of the highest paying jobs nowadays in IT. You should definitely look into it if your main concerns is, of course, to get a good future and make a lot of money, right? Next one, we have storage. Then these are the enterprise level components that we want to talk about. Database. I'm sure you've heard about database like Oracle, SQL. Now, this is also a niche industry. So if you want to pick one and you want to learn that, then you don't have to go around and finding every little courses out there that you should look into this course or that course. Pick one database and go with it. Virtualization technology, new technology, came in a few years ago. It's awesome. It's awesome because you could run many operating systems on top of virtualization technology, and a lot of people nowadays looking for virtualization experts. And believe it or not, the biggest one is right now is VMware, followed by many different ones. So if you, let's say, if you really want to pick VMware, it's a small course you could pick up anywhere in any of the courses website that they offer online courses, or you could take it in class courses and you could learn about that. And this is one of also a shortcut way to get into IT jobs. Cloud is very close to virtualization. Then we'll talk about management jobs. If you are already in IT, we'll talk about what other management jobs are, how you could climb up the ladder, and if that ladder is right for you or not, or you are happy where you are and you're making a lot of money. And then we will talk about the last one. We'll talk about all other IT jobs. There are, of course, many other IT jobs, but I will cover the ones that you hear all the time, and the one that has a future. So basically, guys, this is what we will cover in this course, and I am sure you're ready to take it. Take this ride with me, and I'll promise you, you will have a very good understanding of IT at the end of this course, and you will know where you will have to get your job. So you ready? Let's go! What is information technology? That's a very basic question, and everyone should know that. The true meaning of information technology is basically the transfer of information or data from one person to another, from one location to another through technology. What it really means is that you're taking any kind of information and you taking it from one person to another, and it's going from computers through computers. So that technology is the underlying technology. Now let's look at a few common questions that we should ask ourselves about how IT should work. What is it transferring? How is it transferring? Well, it's transferring files, folders, PDFs, images, videos, music, instant messages, emails, the whole bunch of stuff that you have saved in your computer. And once you have saved it, you do share it. And you share it with people, with other locations, and the company to company. And when do you share it? When there is no time limit. You could share it any time during the day. And of course, why do you share it, or why the information is being shared among people, is because the information helps us make decisions, solve problems. It helps us make right planning, and eventually it saves us time, improve our lives, and it saves us money. And how all this happening is through the IT components, and IT components are the ones that we will be covering in the later lessons. Okay, let's talk about facts about information technology. Now, I'm going to go over the statistics, the real numbers that I gathered together, which will tell you whether you have made the right decision or not, whether this IT field is right for you or not. So let's look at a few of them. Now, IT role in our life is very important nowadays. You have information technology or technology gadgets everywhere. You have that in TV, in cars. You do shopping online. You have phone full of technology. Then IT jobs are expected to grow by 22% till 2020. Now remember, guys, we are in 2018, and in 2 years it's going to increase by 22%. 68% of companies are struggling to find qualified IT candidates. What it means that 100% of the companies that we have here, out of those, 68% are still having trouble finding the right person. Many IT professionals are making more than medical professional nowadays. Now this is not just a fact, but it's actually, I have seen with my own eyes that there are IT people who are making way more than physicians and doctors and people who are in medical field. Now, 64% of the companies are investing in IT initiative. Companies that are not in IT, that are manufacturing clothes, building cars, building pianos, making carpets, any kind of companies, they need IT. And out of those, 64% of them are investing in IT. You don't need a high level of education to start in IT. Now, I'm definitely not encouraging those who don't want to go and pursue their bachelor's or master's. I would definitely discourage them. I am just telling people who cannot afford to go to college or who cannot afford to go to for master's degree. You could still get into IT by going through some certifications, some courses, and you gotta gain some experience, and you could enter the IT field. And of course, if you have a bachelor's degree and if you have a master's degree, sky is the limit, and you will succeed in IT field so fast. IT job salary ranges from 40,000 to 400,000. Again, it depends on your experience, your skills, and of course your qualification. As per Bureau of Labor Statistics, in 2016, the median income of a bachelor's degree holder having an entry level job in IT is making above $100,000. A US tech industry worker, now any US tech industry worker, annual wage is above $100,000 as compared to $50,000 of any other worker in any other sector. And the last one is in US. In 2015, the jobs that were outsourced, the IT jobs that were outsourced, were over 2 million. Now, guys, that's definitely something wrong here. It means we don't have the right people. So we are spending our time in different fields. Not that there is anything wrong with other fields, but if you have a field that is growing so fast, so rapidly, and companies don't can't find people to fulfill those jobs, then what? Ask yourself, are you making the right decision by getting into the right field? I would say yes.